Good morning. It is currently, first of all, with the Diet Coke. Yep, good morning. Morning. Figured we do a little day in my life video. So first things first, every single morning that I wake up, bitch, we gotta make our damn bed. Girl, what is that? Slept in, it is. I think it's fun doing little like morning and night routines too. I know my night routine will be at Nick's tonight, but for my morning routine, I wake up at 6 o'clock every single morning. And I have the same kind of rundown. I really feel like I've gotten into my groove. Works for me and just my scheduling. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me. Let's have ourselves a day. Okay, and if you're wondering, I think I'm getting a cold sore. I don't really know what's going on, so I coated my face in Aquaphor. So no, I'm not part of a Wendy's biggie bag right now. I'm grease ball. You're not supposed to put tretinoin around your mouth and your eyes, and then I just put it everywhere because I'm like, I don't want to age. Aging is a privilege, girly pop. But hey, spoiler alert, when the directions say, hey, this might make you dry around your mouth, you should probably listen to them because I think I am getting a cold. I don't know. It was really bothering me. I woke up and I picked some scab off in the middle of the night. I ate it, by the way. Can we talk about bodily functions? We all do weird and gross shit. When it's your body, it doesn't count, okay? The second that I peeled it off and ate it, I knew immediately. I was like, this is gonna bleed. You know when you do something like that where it's like you consciously make a decision, you're like, I'm going to feel the effects of that for the next like 2 to 5 business days. Luckily, it's not like visible. I can feel it and it hurts. But let's just make our bed. Let's make our bed and have a beautiful morning. Happy Tuesday. I got my salt lamp on. Got Miss Catastrophe. Doesn't she look so tropical? I love her. As beautiful and ambient as this lighting is, I do want to put the overhead light on because it inspires me to like actually get the fuck up, you know? A little cherry on top. Cute. To really get into it first thing in the morning, we're gonna get out our little journal here. I'm already, my first entry in this, April 11th, and I'm like halfway through. I feel like that's a pretty good cadence. Like, there's no rules to fucking self-improvement, girly pop. This is just where I get organized. I get my thoughts out. I don't have a prompt or anything. I literally write. Usually all my entries start with like, good morning, jumped about this, or whatever. Just like some random things. It just helps me get kind of organized. Little checklist at the bottom. I need to kind of get done, you know what I'm saying? Just a general guideline. I try not to view my checklist as like a strict, if this doesn't happen, the world's gonna end. Just a way to be organized. I think we oftentimes, I don't know if it's like to make ourselves feel special. I don't know what it is, but it's like not every habit you do is the bad thing. Sometimes when I would make my checklist in the past, I would fixate so much on the fact that I needed to have a checklist and I was like, oh, let me do my thing that I always do. And it's like, you're allowed to just have a checklist because it helps you. You know, like that's an option. Not everything is like this bad thing. Does that make any sense? It's a total side note. These tanks, by the way, variant of these tank tops in a lot of my videos. I get questions on them. I have a few. I have one in white, one in brown, and one in black. And then one in this teal color. My sister got them for me for Christmas off Amazon. Pretty busy day. Okay, I'm real excited for it. I don't do prompts necessarily, but my best friend Caroline for my birthday cards from the We're Not Really Strangers, I believe. These little journaling cards. What a thoughtful gift because she knows I love journaling. And I thought we would pull one today that I would prompt to maybe even use a prompt for yourself. Also, I want to feel like a tarot reader. Have a little prompt and get introspective, girl, okay? And then you can journal with me. Ready? I'm just gonna pick a random thing. I don't know how to shuffle cards. That's one of those, there are a few traits that I see in other people that I desperately wish I could be, and that one of those is somebody who can do the rainbow shuffle card thing. Can't do it. Even just doing this. I painted my nails yesterday, but I'm still on edge about like messing them up. It's been 24 hours, girl. They're dry. The only one that I can do, the basic one, and they're still like cardboard, like they're not good. I always feel like people who can do that are like so cool that they like live in Vegas or they have Vegas on their resume somewhere. They should. All right, wild card, stretch for 30 seconds. Okay, I'm doing a different one. I'm gonna get to that later. Anytime I do things like this, I put so much pressure on whatever I pull to have super deep meaning that like this is such a sign that I needed this, and then I just pick another card anyways. Like what? Reminder, I'm proud of you for making progress you're making no matter how small. Again, I need a journal prompt. Oh my god, reminder. If you're trying not to think about it, it's probably time to heal it. Damn. Okay, well this is not how can you give me something of like write about your favorite color? Like, can I have my SOL prompt, please? I'm waiting. Okay, that one actually spat out at me. So now see, now I feel like this is gonna have to like tell my life story. What promise do you want to keep to yourself this year? Write it out and date it. Okay, do that one. I would ask what your little promise was that you wrote, but you're not supposed to tell because then it won't come true. And it's real or not, but it feels cutie, so that's all that matters. Get up and get outside first thing in the morning is my morning sunlight, and I can already see she's peeping through the window. What is that? Is that a future song? Is that creeping out the window? Peeping out the, now I need to look it up. What are our affirmations for this this morning. I have all I need. I am an incredible person with so much to offer the world. So are you. Oh, it's Young Thug. Oh, Future's in it. Okay. Well, that's settled that. Weather-wise, 67 degrees. So I think I'm gonna wear my hoodie, the DFYNE sweatpants, and this is the DFYNE top that I wear, and just hope to God that I don't sweat my ass off. One thing that's been really nice though is I've been putting a lot less pressure on my morning walk. Hey, okay, to be anything but just for my morning sunlight. And what that does is, number one, it makes me enjoy them a lot more. If I get a little hot, it's okay, because we can just go inside. We'll set our diffuser to going 3 hours, and then it just kind of goes all day. It's such an easy way to make your room smell cleaner without it actually being cleaner. Hypocritical, because I do like to keep a tidy space. It does just make it smell a lot better. I'm just wearing my slides, like I'm not even wearing tennis shoes, you know? I just don't feel like that. And also, I still feel like somehow I'm gonna fuck up my nails putting on my tennis shoes. That always happens. Now that I think about it, all of this kind of matches. That wasn't even planned. These are the Beats Studio 3. We need to so desperately wash my hair today, by the way. That is also on the itinerary for today. The Huberman Lab, he just dropped an episode. Female-specific exercise and nutrition for health, performance, and longevity. I would say I'm sad, but bitch, I'm on the run right now. Not actually, that would be crazy. Important to me that I leave my room really clean, because this kind of sets the intention for how I treat the rest of my day. My piece is non-negotiable. Choose distance over disrespect. I love you. I am not missing out on anything when I am busy upgrading me and my standards, and the only closure you need is knowing you deserve better. I'm not trying to eat my own ass right now. Maybe it was the affirmations or the aquaphor or a mixture of both. I feel fucking pretty right now. For being 6 in the damn morning, girl? Who you fighting at 6 a.m.? Don't answer that. How freaking beautiful. Live footage of me getting my photons awoken, bitch. Hale, yeah. I'm trying not to stare right into it. Beautiful way to start the morning with the geese, bitch. Do you see the geese? Change your perspective first thing in the morning. I don't care how negative you start off. When I'm breathing in the fresh air outside, when I'm not maybe in an environment, especially like if you work from home, or like if your home is just a very stressful place for you, when you are literally taking yourself out of that, you have no choice but to be present and grounded. I can't see it right now. Thank you, moon. Letting the moon rest while welcoming a new day. I know it's philosophical and bullshit and weird, but I wouldn't tell you guys about it if it wasn't pivotal to me. All right? Soak up our rays. Get even more grateful for the day. In touch with nature. I feel the most in touch with myself when I'm in touch with nature. That's because we're all connected. We are all the same. Get the fuck outside, please. Please, especially depending on the season that you're in right now. I know damn well in a few months from now, when it's cold as hail, my mornings might not be as peaceful. They will be a temperamental cold plunge, like an air permeable. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like the air will be a cold plunge, bitch. Fuck a cold shower, just walk outside. I'm trying to enjoy it while I can, and to exercise my human experience while she is with me. Another beautiful opportunity of a day. What a blessing, and tapping into that. Cheers to a new morning! Woo! I'm literally the worst neighbor once I get my damn morning sun. Woo! Call me a fucking rooster, bitch. We're up. And you can do that by, maybe I'm like not in a for real neighborhood. If you are, maybe don't. You can be loud. You can be loud and proud. Like SpongeBob. I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm grateful and I'm proud. Okay? Because you're not ugly. Bunny rabbit, bitch. Stage left bunny rabbit. I don't know if you saw that. We're with Peter Rabbit, dude. I'm thinking about going to the store really early because I know I need to go for my dad. I try to go for him. We don't let our father go by himself to the grocery store because, do you need anything from the store? And I gave him like 2 things that I needed. First of all, he was like, oh, well, I forgot my phone in the car. Go back and get it. No? Okay. And he got the wrong things anyway, so there's a bug. I've learned quite quickly not to let my father go by himself. He will just get everything else that we do not need, that does not provide substance to our food. And I'm not saying that to say that like certain food selection is bad or to put any moral weight. I'm really proud of myself right now because I'm still filming and there's a car that's right next to me and I literally just fucking filmed and it's behind me and I did it and okay, sorry, I'm really proud of myself. Yeah, he's like, oh, it's just so expensive. And I'm like, what did you get any actual food? When you just get things, chips and brownies and ice cream, like, yeah, of course, when you go to look for dinner, you have no dinner. It's food, like, you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that one thing is better or worse than the other, but like, whenever he goes to the store, that's what he gets. It's like cereal, donuts. And I'm like, Dad, that's great and gorgeous, but that's not grocery shopping. Like, he grew up in a military family, so I'm like, I don't know if you don't know how to grocery shop. I also don't know if that's just weaponized incompetence, if I'm supposed to step into that role and like overtake just because he simply doesn't want to learn. I don't know what that is. I'm going to go to the store for my father today, and also because I can just like pay for it, and that's kind of how we split things up. It's like I'll do some of the grocery shopping, other things around the house to kind of take that off my parents' load. It's a very beautiful, I'm very grateful to live at home, and I'm grateful for the relationship that I have with my parents and to have parents to have one with, because that in and of itself is something not a lot of people have. I'm thinking about going before it gets super busy in the stores too, and then also so that I can give you a little haul before the Cordova household's up and at Adam. Can we talk about Up and Adam? Guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I thought it was Up and Adam, like the name, you know? So I posted being so fucking for real. That's one thing about me, you can never tell if my stories are irony or just blondness. Up and Adam. I don't know who the fuck Adam is, but he's up. So many DMs of you guys like, it's not Adam, it's at him, like up and at them, which makes so much sense. I didn't know that. So now like a little inside joke with me and Nick, because he was at the gym when I posted that. He's always like, who the fuck is Adam? I guess everybody just goes off what you hear growing up. You don't really analyze it. And then you get older and you start to analyze it and it's like, oh, that makes sense, like why that's a saying. But I was not perceiving it that way at all. I thought that we were just all trying to be Adam. If your name is Adam right now, can you comment a sweet potato emoji? How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day and I know you're up. And if you're not before, you are now. We're about 30 minutes into our walk because I need everybody right now stop what you're doing and listen to that fucking episode. She talks about how women, like what we need to be doing to optimize our training and stuff. It's literally still going, I just had to pause it. I can't even articulate the valuableness. The value, I guess, is just the word girly pop. Fasting is not something that we are programmed to work well with. The importance of refueling, and she talks about how it's not just calories in, calories out in terms of like what works the best. And now I know from like a weight loss perspective, that might be a different conversation. Just for what we're programmed to and how to feel. Oh my, like please listen to it. I cannot wait to, I do need to go back right now to make sure that we have time to go to the store and stuff before my client stuff starts for today. Cannot wait to get into that in the rest of my day somehow, even if it's just like 10-minute increments of listening to that. Wow, what an amazing episode. I feel like SpongeBob that up. Dude, my whole life is just one SpongeBob reference. It's morphed me. It really has, I fear. Old SpongeBob, not new. I don't watch the new shit anymore because that's not as funny. Squeaky, when he has the boots and he dreams about the boots. I want to be on Hot Ones so fucking bad. I know you need to be like famous for that. You send applications. How do I tell them like, listen, please, I know that I don't qualify for any of this from like a social impact standpoint, but I would do fucking anything. I would give up Faye to go on Hot Ones. That's a crazy statement for me to make, and you know that. I want to talk and sweat and eat wings. Maybe I'll make my own Hot Ones. Maybe that'll be a fun video. Do they sell the Hot Ones in store, like the sauces they use? Because holy shit, dude, what a fun. And then we can make, I don't know how to make wings. You just put them in the oven. I don't know. Like, I want to be on that show so bad. Can you guys tell me how to do that? I could be like, who the fuck are you? And no. He would take one look at my videos. Here's everything I got. Block report. Truly just love talking, and I love those shows. Oh my god, that one. This could encourage anybody to get up early. I feel on fire. It's either Hot Ones or The Last Meal. Have you seen those where so-and-so eats their last meal and they have like all of their, mine would be a never-ending buffet because I have a list in my notes app of my like death row meal. If obviously I wouldn't be like in prison. I want to do that because they ask such, that is my shit. If I could sum down my passions in life, it's talking, it's enjoying like food and just talking about our experience, and like those two things I feel like really highlight that in like eating. It's a Mythical Kitchen, I believe, or Mythical something that has that show that is really interesting to watch because you hear about famous people's lives and perspective. It's just, I know that I don't qualify at all to be on that, but I so desperately want to be there. That episode, I'm still thinking about it because I just listened to some more of it. I can't emphasize it enough. I'm not sponsored. Can you imagine a Huberman Haley crossover episode? I would simply have no actual like insight to give. We're gonna wash and do our morning skincare before we head off to the store because my sunscreen on. Okay, I just got some new jewelry I wanted to show you guys from Amazon. No, I have not got a Ninja Creamy, an Apple Watch, an Oura Ring. Still, it's too much for me. Did want to kind of treat myself for like all my, so for Prime Day. The only things that I got were some jewelry because I knew that I would wear it every day, so I got this off of Amazon. It matches my necklace. It's not Van Cleef. This is literally TJ Maxx, but I got this to kind of match it. I thought it was really, really cute. And then I got this. This is obviously not real. This is not real. These were the rings you guys know that I thrifted from Deja Vu that I wear these like religiously. You can kind of tell because they're tarnishing. These off of Amazon to match my, what is it, Cartier? I can't even fucking say it and I'm trying to wear it. I just think they're cute. Like, I know that these are supposed to be like, literally, I'm not even exaggerating, like $1,500. Why? I don't give a fuck. I got the ring to match it. Really, really cute. And then I got this big H ring as well. The H ring is a little bit not gold. It's a little bit like rosy. Only I think I can tell that, when that kind of pisses me off. But I take off my jewelry and my rings to wash my face. We're gonna wash our face with the Frosty Mint. No, we're just washing our hands. We just touched our phone. We're outside. Here's where it's gonna get crazy and I'm gonna need you to stick with me. I shave my face. Usually I have the facial razors, but I don't. So this is a brand new. I'm your Venus. I shave my face. I don't struggle with it growing back weird. I've done this for years. I think it just helps with my complexion. It makes my skin feel really soft and glowy. Oh my god, just that little bit. It already feels so much better. I'm trying to shave my around the mouth and around my like my mustache area, whatever. And already that just feels so much better. So to finish up our skincare, going with your snail mucin, and I pat this into my face. Oh my god, it already feels like it's like a slip and slide. And I love that. It's the kind of goal with my skin. How can we make it feel like we're having a field day in 3rd grade, you know? And then I go in with my Dapsone gel that I don't even know how I'm supposed to get more of this from my dermatologist. Do I have to call them? Is that another thing where it's like, great, now I gotta make another appointment for something? Are you kidding me? Why is your life when you get like in your 20s just all appointments? I'm tired. I mean, obviously, I guess it's not smart to be like, just take my word for it, I'm healthy. Like, maybe that's not a great thing because then you don't know for sure. But like, it's so annoying, especially like dentist stuff. I'm like, okay, I feel like if I had a cavity, I would know. Who's the celebrity that said they could smell cavities? CeraVe, by the way. Was it Kim K? I think it was Kim K, actually, now that I think about it. I think she said she can smell if you have a cavity or not. Or Chloe. My ears are doing that thing again. Dude, if you have detached earlobes, you get me? It hurts. Like, sometimes it gets so dry, it just hurts. You gotta moisturize behind your ears and shit. Aquaphor. Put some on the finger. That is coated in my, looks like I have white mascara on. Sometimes I kind of feel like I'm cheating because I'll get comments of people being like, oh my god, your skin is so glowy. And I'm like, is it glowy or is it just covered in fucking Vaseline? I don't know, and I don't want you to look close enough to realize that. So just pretend that like this is just how glowy I am. With the Neutrogena and I put it, you open it, hey, good morning. Arms, your face and neck. I use the coconut oil. This stuff smells so good and it looks really, really glowy as well. Glow screen. I am kind of running out of this stuff because it is pricey as Hale. And one of you guys said that e.l.f. has a very similar kind of like glow screen. A dupe. So I might try that one after the fact. But any kind of sunscreen is just really important to me to make sure we're protecting our skin. Let's get our armor back on. I haven't figured out what combination works the best. I'm still kind of playing around with it. I kind of like the H on my ring finger, but I don't want it to be like weird. I can't tell if the H throws it off. Doesn't it kind of throw it off? I don't know. I just like jewelry. I look at my hands a lot, so I wanted to treat myself in a way that I would like look at my hands, and it just helps me appreciate all they do for me. Find love for your phalanges today. That's my skincare. Let's go put some laundry in and head to the stove because we need food for fucking breakfast, girly pop. I have simply like I can't make my breakfast with refried beans and vanilla extract, and that's about all we have right now. I had laundry on my checklist yesterday, but I didn't get it done because I was working on my podcast. All Nick's clothes. These are Nick's shorts. This is Nick's shirt. Nick's shirt, like it's all Nick's shirt and towels and gym shit. I know I'll be seeing him tonight and I want to give him, I told him, I was like, I'll give you your clothes back today. He was like, thank you, I have nothing. Sorry. The thing about me, when it comes to boy clothing, like it's just more comfortable. I'm gonna take it and you're never seeing it ever again. And why would you even ask, you know? So at least I have some motivation to get my laundry done since I know I'll see him tonight. Laundry is one of those things, it's so much more difficult mentally. It takes 2 seconds. These little laundry sheets, you just kind of break it up in there. This can run while you do your day and live your life. It feels so much more stressful than it needs to be. So let's go to Giant. I only need a few little things. My dad went to the store yesterday, but he didn't really get any actual food. So I'm just gonna pick up a few basic things. What's great about going, having routine meals and getting the same shit is it's grocery shopping is so fast. This shit pisses me off. Can we talk about it? I get that it's organic. Why? Like, you don't need, like, we're doing just fine. Why do we need to add more plastic? I fear that I need to get another container of these. I ate all of these up. Like candy. They're so good. They're expensive. $5 for that is criminal and crazy, but they're so good. So we're good on sweet potatoes, but I want to get a bag of russet as well. I feel like an Idaho farmer. Getting egg whites has definitely helped save money in terms of like using all the eggs just for the whites. But the fact that this is like $4 is crazy to me. Am I gonna get like 2 or 3 potentially? Yeah, but I hate that, you know? Giant brand is $4.69 and then the name brand is $5.49. Isn't that crazy? Just for it to have a fun color or like name on it, what are we doing? We have so many eggs at home, so I don't need that. Yogurt, of course. Past the pickles. We have some pickles. Thank you. And this is the bread that we use. It's the 647. I don't have a preference. I kind of like the multi-grain and it's on sale. So, period. 2 loaves just because we freeze one of the loaves and it lasts forever. I have no words what I just did. I filmed this whole day. I did a grocery haul. Get it ready with me. I showed you how I made my yogurt dip. All in slow-mo. All in slow-mo. And no sound. All of that footage is gone. I was gonna do a day in my life, but that was half of my day. It is currently almost 2 p.m. now. That day's gone. So I think this might be a little bit of a weekly vlog, but here's most of my Tuesday. What the hell? Oh my gosh, okay. I caught it now, which is all that matters. I just did 2 scoops of the tropical punch, stim free. I'm gonna go hit some upper, I think. DFYNE, this is the impact kind of crossover, the impact shorts. My lab work did come back. It came back normal and everything is still getting better, which is really confirming and comforting to know. My kidneys are still improving, but they're still a little bit low. So they want me to go back in like 3 months. And in the meantime, they just said reducing my alcohol. I don't really drink anyway, and caffeine. So I'm sticking with my non-stim. I'm going to not take that Diet Coke personally. I was a little disappointed hearing that just because I'm like, dude, I'm going to the beach in like a few weeks and I really wanted to drink. It's not that I can't drink, but they just had to be really careful about it. That kind of sucks, but I'm obviously not gonna go haywire. I'll probably have a few drinks, but just watch it. I don't drink anyway, so like I don't think that's really gonna affect it that much. I'm not taking it as a sign to like go back into intensely training, whatever. I still would like to maintain my upper strength, you know? So I think just slowly kind of going into more of back and just like lightly training it versus solely cardio, but still implementing cardio because it does make me feel really good. You know, I am really trying to be like positive right now. I'm really discouraged. I lived a whole day from now, the last time that you saw me, and all of it is gone. I'm really not trying to focus on that. Okay, it's okay. So I'm trying not to get discouraged, but here's my drink and let's go to the gym. Wow. Some unseen footage. Okay, I'm in the sauna right now. I haven't been in here. I was just laying down. Pull-ups that you saw, some chest flies, chest press, and some dips. Not gonna lie, I was anxious as hell. I felt it brew in. I don't know what the hell it was. I felt so anxious for some reason, and so I went to the bathroom. I tried to cry. Like, I literally sat there. I was playing Wildflower. I was playing all the sad music to, like, literally get it out. You know, when, like, you need to get it out, but it just won't come out. Like, that's how, it's a drought up here, okay? And I couldn't cry, so I was just kind of like, you know what? Let me just walk. So I just walked for 30 minutes and that's all that I did. That's okay. I do have days like that and I exercise the discipline of coming and I know how much I wanted to get a good sweat in. If that isn't, just so that I feel like my shower is not deserved. Hoopman Lab podcast, the girlie had mentioned the benefits of heat exposure for women, so a little 2-for-1 deal here, but things were not always great. And I think I'm being so dead ass. Seeing that my footage from today went in slow-mo completely wrecked my day. It tanked my mood because I was really proud. I cooked a whole recipe and there's that part of me too that's like the things that I did within that. I showed what I made and I did like an eat with me and all the things I talked about and I got ready with you guys and then I'm like all of that was a waste. And it's like that's not a waste, but sometimes it feels that way when like I can't use content and I don't like that, but that's just kind of a part that I don't know if that's interesting for you guys to hear. I've been just slowly pulling myself out of that. Talked to Nick for a little bit. I do feel a little bit better especially after laying in here. The sauna is really nice and just like laying a towel down and kind of getting thing out. Walking helped, just kind of do something. Low impact exercises really helped me and processing my mood, being kind to myself. That's what today looked like. There's still that part of me too that take responsibility for your shit. Like if you want a good workout, like go up and get a good workout, but it's like also when you feel really anxious or like if you are mentally it's just not in your rope, it's smarter to play it safe because I don't know the burnout on the other side of trying to push through it. Just sweating up a storm in the sauna. I don't know how long before my camera fucking turns into Harry Potter Phoenix of the, Phoenix of the Ashes. It's okay to not feel it all the time as long as you are practicing overall habits that are for your well-being. And for me, that's laying in a sauna and walking. Instead of doing some crazy stairs and upper day that I would have preferred to do. Sometimes what you want isn't always what you need. Cheers to that. War is over. I have washed my hair, okay? And I'm in my Britney's t-shirt and I feel better. Just cleaner. One thing that I learned in therapy, I'm not really gonna be talking about what I'm doing because I don't have the energy today. If you notice that your mood is starting to slip, am I rested? Am I clean? Am I thirsty? Am I fed? Like basic questions. Oftentimes you'll notice it is one of those things. Just needing some water and just to be clean and just like, especially with how rare I actually wash my hair, maybe that's what it is. I don't need to blame it on anything, but sometimes it's just kind of nice to know that, okay, okay. I'm not intentionally, and I guess obviously you wouldn't intentionally make yourself feel bad, but there is always that part sometimes when my mood shifts, or like I notice I start to get anxious for literally no reason, where it's like, dude, we were just doing great, you know? And it's kind of like that frustration piece with yourself. I wish so badly that I wasn't affected by this, but you can't ignore what affects you, sort of thing. Sometimes having something else of like, well, actually, maybe you're just a little bit tired and need to eat something. I just had a weird concoction of like eggs and tortilla, cheese, peppers, and I feel better. Shit like that, of like meeting yourself where you're at. I'm not letting anybody down. I'm okay. Things happen and all that we can do is learn from it. And it's not the end of the world. And it may or may not have taken me like 4 hours to realize that and tell myself that and actually believe it a little bit. We timed it out pretty well so that our hair will have time to kind of solidify, if you will, while I do the rest of my client calls this evening. And then I think I'm going over to Nick's. We're gonna finish up some vacation details. I am really proud of myself for embracing my curls this year. That was one of my mental resolutions kind of thing that I've just really wanted to do. I love when people just embrace their kind of natural moments, and as somebody who used to literally fry, and I mean fry, her hair every single day or wear it in those braids that I was just wearing it in because I didn't know what to do with it, kind of heals my inner child to embrace my curls. And yeah, sometimes it's fucking annoying and it does put stress on like external things. I am a little nervous that if it's gonna be humid, now my hair is fucked up because it's humid, and like little things like that are annoying. I can put all the cute products in it, but it doesn't get the chance to dry, or it does take more intentional effort for it to look a certain way, but when it looks good, it looks amazing. Life is not always gonna go to plan. There's always gonna be shit thrown in your way, okay? And it's about what you do with that. And if that's just sitting in the sauna and like being chill with yourself, that's okay too. Being hard on yourself for how you feel doesn't make you feel better. And I feel like sometimes I think that of like, okay, well maybe if I just get angry at myself for being really not in the mood today, it'll just happen for me. And that's just not what it is. And I'm gonna be transparent. There is still that part of me that feels really uncomfortable even saying that I didn't have a good lift. I am somebody who, generally speaking, I think is very much like taking responsibility over your lifts, and there's no such thing as a bad lift because you're the one performing it, and like the trusting yourself to perform, and your goals don't care how you feel. And it's like, I think that it's also good to have both. That kind of a mindset does work, or like has been something that keeps me very consistent in the gym for sure. When it comes to like mental health things, I'm very wary of that topic because people are very quick to like, I don't want to say make excuses at all. It is a very real thing to where you also have to take that into account, you know? It is kind of a goals don't give a fuck how I feel kind of thing, and it's like, okay, my goals don't give a fuck how I feel. It's not about not doing anything, it's just changing the thing that you do in response to that. So for example, I still have that mindset. I'm kind of solving this math equation in my head while I'm talking it to you guys. This is kind of how it works in therapy, by the way. You start saying things and you're like, oh, I can realize how that makes sense. It's not about being upset because I'm somebody who says my goals don't give a fuck how I feel. I still am following my goals if my goals themselves are listening to myself and creating a positive relationship with myself. I'm still reaching my goals by slowing down, walking, and going into the sauna. You know what I mean? Changing that framework, I think, can be a helpful way of achieving your goals. And that's not to lower the bar so that you win. That's just to meet yourself where you're at and keep you more consistent long term. And I have a client in like 30 minutes, so honestly in the meantime I'm just gonna sit the hell down in silence and not go on my phone and just kind of be with myself. I need some sensory rest. It's very important to physically rest, to mentally rest, but sensorily, think about how much you're like stimulated all the time. Whenever I get very overwhelmed and anxious, I don't think that being on a phone is like helping anybody. I think that's like the number one thing to avoid if you're feeling anxious is colors and sound effects and BBL drizzies everywhere. It's like, let's just be with ourselves for a moment. Hair update. I just finished up with my last client for the day. Or you know what? Actually, I rebuked that. I was just about to say, I'm just gonna pick out his clothes and I'll finish my laundry later. Girl, you can finish your laundry right now. It's not gonna take you that long. And half of this is his. So, little Christmas present to him. Santa Claus. It's literally just me giving him his clothes back. We're standing on a pile of books right now because I went to pull out a book. This is what I get for starting to read. I'm like blaming the book. My bookshelf is balancing. It has like one peg instead of two. So when I got a book, it fell and I broke a candle. Swear to God, I stepped on a piece of glass and there's something in my foot. I can feel it and it hurts. I went to like dig it out, and I don't know if there's like foot science in Harry Potter and the snakes and like the Sorcerer's Stone. The second you go in there, like the second that shard of glass went at my foot, my callus like went over it. I was digging in there and it hurts so bad. I don't know what to do with that because I can't, you just dig past all the calluses until you just die. Like that's where my life is at. I need to vacuum tomorrow, I guess. I don't feel like getting the damn vacuum out today. Pick my battles. The fact that I'm even doing laundry right now, truly I feel so much better and just giving myself grace, and I'm really proud of myself for that, because in the past I probably still would have been thinking about how I didn't get the workout that I wanted to, and how, well, now what, like now we can't eat this and this and this, and then meanwhile I'm about to go over to Nick's, dinner together, and it's literally fine and it's not that deep, and that's what life's all about. And these are all of his shirts that he's getting back. Life hack though, because now my laundry is so much less. Literally earlier, could have told me the world was ending and I would have said, yep, I agree. I would have said, I totally understand and I feel that as well. And it's not ending. Promise, you're safe and you're okay. Sometimes you just gotta eat some eggs, take a nap, sit in silence, talk to a girly, go eat with your boyfriend. And that's it. And this laundry is not gonna take me long at all. Again, we suffer more in our brains than we do in real life. Small mountain number 1 is done. Mountain number 2 is gonna be socks. Not even a mountain, babe. It's an anthill. The mental of like, oh, I gotta do my laundry. I'm embracing the worst part of it right now, and it's not ever that bad. If I could have a thesis statement in life, I feel like that's what it is like, it's bad. Totally. There are times where it's actually the worst thing ever. Usually not as bad as you think it is. It still can suck, absolutely, and likely will many times, not in times that you want, but you gotta celebrate your little wins of your laundry actually getting done. When I thought that when I was at the gym today, I was literally sitting in the bathroom being so frustrated, whatever. Great, now the rest of my day is ruined, and like now I'm not gonna be able to do my laundry. You don't know that. And speaking like that is just not helpful. Talking about, took my books off, they all went cascading, fall down. Literally still glass behind there. Fear that is going to be my one thing that I just kind of do tomorrow. Being nice to yourself, being easy to yourself, and just controlling what you can is gonna win every single fucking time. If I'd sat there and shamed myself for feeling bad, I bet you money I would have just sat in the shame and I wouldn't have gone through it. You know? A little grout fit hump day kind of moment. I'm feeling just gray. I don't know what that is. So I have the DFYNE bluish gray sort of color. The impact shorts in that khaki color that I love so much. I feel like that's cute. It's kind of all different shades of gray. Just chill. I'm just really in the mood to sweat, you know? So I'm putting on my jacket and my sweatpants for legs today, and I'm gonna see if that makes a difference. I don't really know. And I'm feeling to do an energy drink. It's a little bit early in the day. I worked on some client stuff in the morning, and I have some calls in the evening time, which I'm gonna show you guys how I program and shit, because I feel like I always say, I have programming. Girl, what the fuck does that mean? I also need to clarify that real quick, because I've gotten some questions. I didn't know you did computer programming. Like, they think that I work at Best Buy or something. Is that what computer programming? I don't know anything about technology shit like that. That is not what I do. It is workout programs. It is very much not coding. I took one information literacy class. It was my only B all of community college was that class. I hated it. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Legion products. They make me feel so good, but sometimes even just like a rain versus like 500 milligrams. Okay, that's not good. I'll feel the energy drink. I don't know if it's a mental thing, but I feel like I want a little sweet treat. This is my sweet treat, okay? Nick and I went out last night. I got this. It was so good. It was this like Parmesan crusted halibut last night. Hell yeah. I don't really know the difference. All of the white fish to me taste the same, and that was their catch of the day. They had that trout or something, but it was the catch of the day. So I'm like, okay. I'm thinking of the guy in the yellow fisherman thing who's like offended. So, but it was so fucking good. Whenever I sleep over at Nick's, I don't usually get my morning sunlight walk moment anyway, so I haven't really done much today, so I'm just really looking forward to the fucking gym, you know what I mean? Absolutely love getting morning sunlight, and it's one of my habits that I look forward to, and especially like just having a walk in the priors of my day. But on days where I don't get what I want, it just makes me look forward to the gym that much more. And yesterday was kind of it was a weird, hard gym day for me, so I'm looking forward to this time with myself. I don't even want to say like a redemption arc, because that puts pressure on it. Learn from yesterday is I love the sauna. I have not used the Lifetime sauna in a very long time, and that's half because, okay, if they're built the same at every place or whatever, it's a pretty small room. It's very intimate. It feels intimate to me. Whenever I'm in there and there's somebody else in there, do we need to like hang out now? Do you want to exchange numbers? Like, I feel like we just shared a very private, a very sensual time together, because it's so quiet. It's so warm. First of all, I'm a methane monster, bitch, so we're hot boxing, and so who's gonna be the first one out? Probably you. Take it on the way out, as in like into the next dimension, bitch. So I'm already concerned about what my protein intake is going to do aromatically to this situation right now, let alone any other sounds or like weird things that I make. Try not to laugh, because then it's just like really quiet, and then I'm looking at their, probably, this is an assumption, but I can imagine that they look at me me and wonder what I'm thinking. So I try to like look like I'm like really into the sauna. Like I go there. You know, like I feel, does anybody else have that identity? That identity crisis in the saunas where it's like I feel like I need to be someone who's ready to list off the 5 reasons why this is beneficial for my overall health. So I'm sitting there like trying to look, I'm like meditating. When reality I'm just like thinking about how not to make my stomach make weird noises and if I'm leaving a sweat stain. But I did love, it did feel really good and that got me in the mood to sweat. Oh, okay, the sunlight is really making it show that these grays don't match up. Whoopsies. I guess also it's like a gray sky. We're just feeling gray. Feeling gray in a good way. So we're in the middle of black and white thinking. We're in the intermediate, period. I don't know what that means. That has no significance. I also didn't put on any makeup. I just put Aquaphor on my cold sore. Cold sore update. How we do? It still hurts. Lube up my nose creases because they were also hurting. I need to really be careful with my tretinoin usage. I just get excited when things work. I'm like, yay! And then it's like, ow. Girl, yeah, you could have just worked for longer if you would have let it work for longer. Finish up listening, I think right now on the way there to the Huberman Lab podcast of that girlie that I'd mentioned earlier. You need to listen to it right now. It is the most informative thing I think I've ever put through my ear canals besides a Q-tip. And if you're an ear doctor, don't yell at me. Yeah. Y'all ain't hip like I am. Can we get a pump check, please? How we looking? That, I did, yeah. I did hyperextensions and abductions as well, but I didn't film it because I was just in my zone. And sometimes when you're like in your zone, I don't want to like get a camera. You know what I'm saying? You're literally asking for that, but sorry, like I don't know what to tell you there. It worked and I feel great. And the flavor I had, by the way, they had a 2 for $5, so I can show you. This is the energy drink I had. Yeah, I love this one. And oh my God, it kind of matches my nails. Not really. Yeah, I like chugged that right before we came and I felt so good. Yay! I really needed that, guys. I really needed that. After yesterday, saying positive affirmations AMRAP, I'm telling you. It really works. And look at my calves. Put your binoculars on. I'm proud of myself, that is all. Meal prepping and stepping, okay? I got my chicken here. We're gonna cook this up for the week. Big ingredient prep girly, and by ingredient prep, I literally just mean my meat. All of my meals, assembly focused of pick a protein, pick a carb, and pick a fat source. If you can get some fiber, some micronutrients in there, that's great. Pan all set out, and I literally put my sink in it. Okay, great, hydration. I don't have any foil, so I'm probably using parchment paper. We're doing the best we can. We're the only meat that we have in my house besides tuna right now. Y'all know, the easier that you can make it for yourself, the easier it can be for you to stay consistent. Just having ready cooked chicken throughout the week. I can put it in my Ritos. I cut it in half, by the way, and this is on a cutting board. I ain't that crazy. Just having ready meals, ready food prepped for you. If you know that you're gonna get home from work and be not in the fucking mood to cook, then don't be in the mood to cook. But it's all about working alongside yourself. If you know that if you don't have food ready, you're gonna eat, you know, something else or spend money where you don't need to, then meet yourself where you're at. Fucking ingredient prep. And I start yapping and cutting, then it turns into this. What? That is not even at all. My family, we just buy like the big... Don't look at it, cut it out. Packs of chicken breast, because usually when they're on sale, like at Giant, 3 or 4 for a certain amount, and then we'll just freeze the rest of it, and you always just have ready chicken. Chicken is so easy, it's so versatile. Kind of maturing in my... I was just about to say, I feel like I'm maturing in my gym journey to where I'm gravitating towards more beef and chicken. That does not mean that you're a changing person. You don't need to be one thing, one specific meat girl. We love all meat. We are very meat inclusive over here. But I have been noticing that I've been preferring more red meat versus chicken in my time. That just makes me feel better and whatever. I'm not trying to gaslight myself into being primal, but again, you don't have to be anything. You can just be a person who likes food. If it's meat, if it's chicken, it doesn't need a vocab word on it, okay? Not everything is a strive to add to Webster Dictionary. But chicken is just cheaper in terms of, it's just easy. I know how to cook it in bulk a lot at one time. We have our pan. I'm gonna wash my hands. This is proof that I wash my hands, by the way. For seasonings, we gonna keep it real easy, real basic. You're just gonna do some salt, saltify. What's your favorite kind of meat? Leave that in the comments. Somebody who doesn't watch the video all the way through just goes to the comments and it's like ribeye, sirloin, pork tenderloin, beef, sardines. Just a grocery list of meat magic. Just add pepper. I do some garlic powder. Yeah, garlic powder is that girl, dude. I feel like she gets added to everything and she makes everything better. This is rotisserie chicken mix. I don't know what's in it. I think there's like paprika and shit. It just adds color and it makes me feel safer putting my chicken online. Rotisserie chicken is unbeatable though. That's one of those things. I could just sit in my car and just everybody at least one time will have a moment where you go into your car, post-workout, post-stressful ass day, your local Walmart, you get a $5 rotisserie chicken and you eat that shit in your car with your hands, no napkin. You drive home with the grease on the steering wheel. It's a canon event, but here's my chicken. Yay. The oven's just on high boil right now because all of those pieces are different fucking sizes and such a hot mess. I usually cook it for like 5 minutes. I'll flip over the big pieces, take it out as I go, like make sure that the internal is cooked at its moment. Over a week's worth of meat. I don't know if that's how long it actually is supposed to last. I don't really know the rules there. I just eat it until it's gone. $18.55 for that whole thing. I'm not wasting a salmonella cent if I don't need to, okay? We're eating all of it. I don't care if I get sick. I do care if I get sick. I'm not gonna manifest that. I don't have a timeline. I don't know if that's the wrong answer. Any advice or things that I give in regards to food on my page, take it with a pink Himalayan salt lamp, okay? Like, please don't follow it biblically. I'm just guessing as much as you are. Put everything on a plate here, like this, and then I'm just gonna put this, I let it cool down a little bit so it doesn't like, when it heating up your fridge, you know what I'm saying? But that's it, we're done. Now throughout the week, I just have all that gorgina meat. I didn't really get ready for the gym today. I just put some white on my waterline. But you guys, I don't know if it's a full moon. Look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my DFYNE set. I'm wearing leggings. This is the only pair of DFYNE leggings that I have. These are the impact ones, I believe. I do love the color and the way they fit. I'm just a shorts girl. I feel like my legs need to breathe. And I also just like from a butt perspective. I mean, I guess the key there could be just grow your glutes enough to where they look good and everything. It's a rainy-ish day. I'm gonna put a hoodie on, I think, and just kind of get in my moment and do a little back day. I haven't had a solid back. I'm doing 2 scoops of the Tropical Punch non-stim BT dubs. I might throw some shoulders in there as well. The only issue with my upper days, y'all know the vibes by now. I'm doing a scoop of the Energy Surge also. This is the only caffeine that I'm having. It's just at an awkward spot in my gym and I feel kind of bad filming in there because I'd have to like for real set up a tripod and I'm like, I'm still at the point where so we'll see, but I definitely will do some kind of rowing movement, some kind of lat something, perhaps a press. with some lateral raises, maybe some delt flies. We'll figure it out. I'll try to challenge myself. Film in there now, because I know from you guys' perspective, you probably watch this stuff and you're like, girl, film it. Why would you tell us if you're not gonna film it? I don't know. My other client stuff is in the evenings. I was really debating, because it's about 2:30 right now. I was really debating going before, after. I don't really know. Get her done. I also like genuinely look forward to the gym today. This is my moment. This is my enrichment time. If I'm somebody who says that I move in a just in case mindset, we might as well do it just in case. This is kind of the vibe. Let's go to the gym. I don't really have anything else. Yay, and also I feel freaking pretty. My hair is herring, right? Isn't it herring? I'm thinking of Hagrid from Harry Potter right now. He was my favorite. I loved Hagrid. I just know he would make good stew and give great hugs. I wish people were real.
I know my triceps. If you look at them, all I used to do was skull crushers for a lot of episodes.
Guess we're only doing 3. Camera! Whatever. Some days are better than others. You try your best, you know? I'll do 3 sets just like that, and then we'll do lat pull downs, I think, for my other lat focus movement. But doing pull-ups and just feeling your body weight sometimes too is really helpful, because then you don't know what to like resist against if you don't let yourself feel it. Hey stranger, it's Saturday, 4 p.m. I'm well aware that I look like I don't want to talk about my hair right now, okay? We're not getting into it. However, let's do a little catch up because OMG. You might be wondering, oh, it's Saturday. You know, was you in Nick's leg day? Oh, I didn't go. Oh, why? I just needed to just not. I have been the most stressed this past week than I have in a very long time. I have been waking up every single day, 3 in the morning on the dot, which is kind of creepy. Some medium is gonna tell me that I'm cursed or something. Like I wake up and I'm like, oh, I need to edit this, respond to this, program this, and it's like, I don't know how to turn that part of me off. Even when I journal about it, I get those things done and then it's always the next thing. And I'm learning about myself that I have a difficult time in balancing work-life balance. And I feel ashamed in a way, kind of admitting that, because I know that my job is nothing, bitch, compared to people who are working very laborious and very strict like there's just people, I'm always in that whole like people have it so much worse than me. I don't feel like I can complain. But if I just want to talk to you guys like you're my bestie, a lot of the stressors that not even just with social media, but with just my life have been building up. Oh, and this past few days, whoo, girl, I've been pounded out with like a chicken tenderizer, and not in a good way. I don't know what the good way would be, but not in that. Just told Nick, I was like, hey, Saturday, I'm not gonna go to the gym actually. And I'm really motherfucking proud of myself for doing that, because today I caught up on everything. I haven't done anything. For me to sacrifice, change my routine to where like I'm not going on a leg day, huge for me. So proud of myself. And I do feel a lot better, and I think it's really important to acknowledge when things aren't going great in here, because I've been so anxious. And like at dinner last night, my parents and I went out to Longhorn and I was talking to them and we had a really good conversation that I felt a lot better about, because I feel like as you get older, I am so many things to so many people, if that makes sense. And that, I don't mean that to sound cocky or conceited or anything like that. I just mean my role in so many other relationships. Sometimes when I think about it too much or whatever, it debilitates me of like, oh my God, a friend, being a daughter, being whatever I am to you guys, hopefully a friend, being a girlfriend, being a coach. Like there's so many roles that you play. Sometimes you get kind of lost in that, or like I lose sight of myself, and then I will go days where I realize I have not done a single thing for me today. Whatever I have chosen to do hasn't been genuinely enjoyed for what it was. It was always for something else or to better something or whatever, and it's very mentally exhausting. But silly saying that I'm mentally exhausted in comparison to people who I know have so much more on their plate. It's how I feel, so it's valid to me, and so I took the day off today. I have no problem with that. I know that even if I were to go to the gym, the discouragement, and as much as I am like a balls to walls, just going into a leg day with how much, I don't put pressure on it, but those are the days that I am the most focused on it, and not to have a good one or not to have the energy for it. I feel like I just know that discouragement, way worse thumbprint on my weekend. I just deserve the rest. Just my midday walk, I caught up and I painted my nails, giving myself time to be a person today. Create some more boundaries. One thing I've definitely learned is if I have the opportunity to fill my plate, I'm not just talking like volume eating of vegetables and Brussels sprouts, bitch. I'm talking like my social plate. I will take everything I can until I break, because that at least is a signal to me that I've taken enough, and that's not a good thing. That's not how it should be. You don't need to overwork yourself to prove that you're working hard, and I'm learning that. Tonight, Nick and I are going out to dinner. It's supposed to be a really nice evening in the place that I made as a reservation at this place that I believe has a rooftop like deck area. How fun and fresh is that? I'm hoping that tonight we'll be able to go eat up there. That'll be really nice. And I'm just looking forward to enjoying it. I'm going to my friend's little sister's grad party in about 2 hours. But this is what my Saturdays looked like, is nothing. And that's okay. I'm proud of the preventative measures of burnout, because burnout is not something that you can just like hope and pray that it won't happen to you. If you try to ignore it, it will just come up in a time that is not convenient for you. So you better let yourself rest now while it is your choice, and in a time where it is just nice for me right now to be on a little walk. It's 80 degrees, but it's cloudy, so it feels pretty good. It's important for me to do that now versus just hope and like look the other way and David Goggins your way through life. It doesn't always work that way. I don't know if this will be the closing of the vlog or not. Regardless, I hope that you meet yourself where you're at, and if that means sitting the hell down in quietness and with yourself, that's okay and same. And hey twin, send a postcard from your beanbag. We can be pen pals of just fucking stressed and overwhelmed. And I'm trying to make sure that I take care of it or find a good cadence and whatever that works for me before school starts, because I start school in less than a month. I need to make sure that I have some kind of organization before I add a whole other avenue of anatomy and chemistry to my shopping cart. Thank you for watching this video. I love you so much. You guys mean the world to me. Even in times where I feel like my videos aren't perfect, or like that slow-mo really throwing me off in the beginning of the week, because it really did wreck my day. Everything happens for a reason, and now I can verbalize other things that might help somebody else in a weekly vlog. And at the end of the day, think about what your stressors are. They're not food, shelter, water. I'm okay, I'm safe, and we're gonna get through it. Because you've gotten through everything behind you. That whole path we just walked, yeah, I walked it. Yeah, these feet carried me there. so they can carry me in the future. You know what I'm saying? I love you so much, and I hope you're kind to yourself because you deserve quite literally nothing less. Go get big. Okay, I know that was the outro, but I just wanted to show you because I'm going to her sister's grad party right now, and I never get dressed up. So I just wanted to show you really quick what I'm wearing. This dress is from Francesca's, I believe. This is what I'm wearing. I never like get done up, y'all know this shit, so. There's mascara on my eyelids right now, but I feel really pretty, so. Is it Looney Tunes? That's all, folks. Go get big, again. I love you.